What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more AFI. And we're back with another Sleeping Luca. And yeah, we're going to finish this All Hallows EP off on an appropriate day with their cover of the Misfits Halloween. Now, I haven't heard this before, but as we go into it, it's like I can already hear Davy's vocals, shouting the iconic line, Halloween! I can totally hear it, so I'm very much looking forward to that. As I mentioned at the end of, I think, a Bad Religion reaction, maybe it was a Strung Out reaction, the Misfits actually have two different versions of their Halloween tune. I don't know their catalog super well, but I have one album of theirs and one compilation, and on one of them there are two versions. I think it's the compilation. There's two different versions of Halloween. The first version is more straightaway horror punk, the sound they're known for. The second version is more like Danzig's Samhain project, where it's like druid chanting, and it's even more like occultish, if you will, sort of feel. So I expect the cover here will be of the first version, again, the like straightaway horror punk version. I would not be surprised if it's a bit more hardcore, if the pace is a bit faster. So yeah, with no further ado, let's hear it. This is AFI and their cover of the Misfits Halloween on their 1999 EP, All Hallows EP. There we go. Come on, baby. That's what I was waiting for. It's like, that's verbatim, like Danzig does that last yell in the original, and it was a cover of the first version. Right down to all the surrounding atmospheric elements. With full respect to the Misfits, what they, the flavor of the punk rock world that they helped to like popularize. I think the cover is better than the original. That to me is more my flavor of kind of old school hardcore, or 90s hardcore anyway. I do wonder. It's not a closed loop, okay. There's some records that have a closed loop where like it literally gets to a groove at the end where it just cycles around. The record never ends. But it looks like this is just an extended outro. I don't remember how long the outro is of the Misfits tune, but there is this kind of stuff in the original, I remember. But this feels like maybe it's even longer. Waiting for someone to open a door like, would you shut that bloody racket up? That would be a Monty Python episode. It's intense. Because, like, what is all the hullabaloo about? Shout out to AFI, I've mentioned it before. Not only was I on some level aware back in the day, right around the time this was coming out, that they were a punk group that has sort of incorporated, some electronic elements here and there, some different influences, and indeed, Paulie was saying by now it's almost like they have like a sound like The Cure. So I'm really interested to hear the larger evolution, and I would like to take that journey. So, but for the time being, I'll just say that number one, I enjoy this cover more than the original, and I enjoy the fact that they took the time to, like, if we're gonna do something like that, let's give a full cinematic sort of treatment. So it's 2 to 3 minutes of atmospheric Halloween-esque noises and cacophony following the tune proper. So shout out to Davey and the rest. Again, it sounded like I expected, but he hit it even more powerfully than I was hearing in my head. So really cool cover and a good song for them to cover. I think it fits into his vocal approach, at least at this phase. I don't know if that's something that changes over time, and presumably it does. I've been listening to a lot of groups, like synth pop groups that started in the early 80s that still perform now, and it's like after 40 plus years, 50 years, close to it, of touring, at some point like your voice just isn't going to be what it used to, end of aging, of course. So I do wonder about that as well, but really top cover. Enjoyed it as much, if not more, than the original. So yeah, let me know what you think of this one. Once again, shout out to Paulie for sending this. Yeah, now that we've gone through it, I may have to make a tradition, at least just with the Halloween tune, not the rest of them, but listening to this every Halloween from this point on. So shout out to Paulie, shout out to the rest of the punk rock fans. Happy Halloween. Let me know what you think. Peace.